Friends, this is the part 8 of my lecture series, and the topic of this presentation is the Pandas library. And we were discussing the different methods that are available in the Pandas. And we have already seen the different data structure, we have already seen the different visualization methods that we are using in this Pandas. In the previous lecture, we have seen the pi and the line function that we are using to visualize the different values that are available with our data set. And so in today's lecture, I'm going to discuss some more visualization methods. Okay, so let's move. The content of this presentation is taken from this PDF, the Pandas Powerful Python Data Analysis Toolkit, release version 1.0.4, Wes McKinney and the Pandas Development Team, May 28, 2020. Okay. Now, in today's lecture, I'm going to discuss the scatter plot in Pandas. So this is the most important part, and this is the most important method, and that most of the time the students are using this scatter. And I think the scatter plot is the part where most of the students get confused. Either they can take it for the categorical data type, or they can opt it for the numerical. So because it works on both the categorical as well as for the numerical data. Okay, but sometimes students get confused that the categorical part is not betterly visualized by using this scatter plot. Okay, first of all, we will see the definition for the scatter plot in Pandas. What is the definition for this scatter plot in Pandas? A graph in which the values of two variables are plotted along two axes. The pattern of the resulting points revealing any correlation present. Okay, so when we have the different columns, when we have different values, sorry, we have different variables, and we want to compare the two variables among the different columns. For an example, if I have 20 columns or 20 variables, and I need to compare only the two columns among those 20 variables, then, and this point is to be noted that those variables are of numerical data right now. So when I want to compare those two variables, that in that case I will use this scatter plot, or I will use this method. Okay, so by using this method we will correlate these two columns in a better way. So here is another definition for the scatter plot. A scatter plot is a type of plot or mathematical diagram using Cartesian coordinates to display values for typical two variables for a set of data. So here is another definition to scatter plot. So this is the best way to visualize the data set that is available. So his scatter plot is used to visualize the variables, okay, but two variables. So this point is to be noted. So here we will take only two variables. Now we will move further. Now here I have taken an example in the scatter plot. What I have taken, first of all, I imported the libraries. I import pandas as PD, and AS stand for the alias that we are taking. PD is an kind of alias that we are taking for pandas. And we have another library, that is the matplotlib.pyplot_splot. So that's why actually this matplotlib library is used for visualization, and this is the library that is available in this Python. And there are different methods that we are taking, and those are the parts of the matplotlib.pyplot. Okay, so here we will import this matplotlib.pyplot_splot, and after this we are taking a variable value. In value we have np.random.randn, and in that function I pass 20, 4. Now what is the use of this function? np.random.randn, actually by using this syntax we can plot the sorry we can we will get the values. we will get the values randomly. Okay, for an example, if here it is mentioned 20 comma 4, what does it mean? This means that we have 4 columns and we have 20 rows. Okay, the first part will show you the uh, rows and the second part will show you the columns. Okay, so value equal to np dot random dot random comma in the brackets we have 20 comma 4. So 20 is showing the number of rows and 4 is showing the number of columns we have. Okay, now these are the things by which we will get the numerical values. Okay, but these values should be in a random way. We will get the values in a random way. Now we have df equal to pd dot data frame, and the data frame we have data equal to value, as we know that the data is available in the form of values. Okay, and in the data frame I have another keyword, that is the columns. This point is to be noted that after column we will take s. Okay, so some of these students, what they do the mistake, they write only column. Okay, but this is not the correct way to write. So here we will use columns. Okay, and in the columns, what we have in the columns, we have a list, and in that list we have a, B, C, D. So these are the names of the columns. Okay, so in the data frame we have data equal to value, and we have columns. As we know that we need to take 4 columns, because I've already mentioned over here in the above line that 20 comma 4, so we need 4 columns. So that's why I mentioned columns equal to A, B, C, D. Okay, so in this way you can create the data frame. By using this data frame method, you can create the data frame. Okay, so df is a kind of data frame that we will get, and in this data frame we have the data, as well as we have different values in each column. Okay, now in the next line we are going to plot the scatter diagram. Now here what we have written, df dot plot dot scatter. So df dot plot dot scatter, in the scatter what we have x equal to c comma y equal to d. Okay, actually I've already told you that in the scatter we will compare only the two variables. Okay, so in the first part what we have x equal to c. This is the first part, this is the first variable, this is the first column that we are taking, and in the second part y equal to d, we have the another variable, another column. Okay, now whatever the values are in that column, whatever the values are present in c, they will get compared with the values that are present in another column, that is d column. Okay, so now this is the uh, these are the different keywords that I have taken. Title is another keyword in which in the title I pass title equal to scatter plot between two columns of a multi-column data frame. So whatever you want to write, you can write in this title bar. So in this scatter, there are other different fields also, but here we are using only the simple terms. Here we are only taking the simple keywords, that we have x comma y comma title. Okay, so here in this scatter plot I have x, I have y, and I have title. Okay, so after this I need to write another line, that is the plot dot show. Okay, when I will write this thing, then only I will get the diagram. Okay, now when I will see the diagram, and from this visualization part, as you can see here, you can get the different dot 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 values. Okay, so in the x-axis we have c, and in the y-axis we have d. Okay, and whatever the values, randomly the values that are occurring in c column, they get plotted in that c, and whatever the values are present in the d, when we will compare these two values x and y, then we will get a dot over here. For an example, at 1 minus 1.0 we have the value that is above minus 1.5, so we are getting that dot, this one, we are getting this dot. Okay, so similarly we are getting the visualization of this C and D columns. So the scatter plot is used to visualize the different columns that are available in our data set. Okay. Now, actually here you can see that we are getting the different dots. We are getting the blue dots. Okay. If you want to change these dots, or you want different shape that you want to occur in this diagram, so you can use the different shape also. Okay, so there are different ways. In the marker part you can write the shape. Okay, so in the scatter there is another term, that is the marker. Okay, so there are different keywords that are available, but first of all you need to practice only these simple examples, then only you can go uh, in a depth, and you can visualize these things. Okay, so this scatter plot is used to plot the x and the y values that we have in our data frame. Okay, now here we have another example. Let's see how to draw a scatter plot using coordinates from the values in data frames columns. Okay, in the data frame we have uh, different values in the form of list, and we have 5.1, 3.5, comma 0. We have another list 4.9, 3.0, comma 0. We have another list 7.0, 3.2, and 1. Okay, and we have another column, sorry, we have another list that is 6.4, comma 3.2, comma 1. And after this we have another list that is in which values are 5.9, comma 3.0, and comma 2. So these are the values which are available, and when we will plot when we will use these values, so we are getting these values in a form of columns, huh? These are the different variables that we are getting. Now in the columns it is given that in the columns we have length, width, and species. Okay, so in this is given over here that we have columns, and in the columns we have only three columns, and we have only three variables, and the name of the three variables are length, width, and species. So this data is given in the form of data frame. Okay, now when we will plot, or when we will use the scatter, then in the scatter I need to pass these things. Okay, now one by one we will see all these things. We have ax1. In ax1 we have df, that is data frame dot plot dot scatter, and in the scatter I have x equal to length, I have y equal to width, and in the c, what I mentioned, dark blue. Okay, so these are the things I have passed, and we know that in the x and y, these are the two variables that we are taking, and we will compare these two variables by using this scatter plot. Okay, so by using this scatter we will compare these two, x and y, and in the x and y we have columns, so length column and the width column. Okay, and this is the color that we are taking. See, is the color. Now when we will see the diagram, and from the diagram, as you can see, in the x-axis you have the length, and in the y-axis you have the width. Okay, and the color, that what in which color that we are getting, and it is mentioned over here in the color, is the dark blue. So these are the dark blue points that we are getting, and in this way we can compare these two columns, the length and the width. Are you getting my point? So in this way you can compare these two columns by using the scatter, and from here, as you can see, that the value for length and the width is, for example, in the first part we have 5.0 and we have 3.0. Okay, so the this dark point is in between the 0 to 5.0, where the x-axis is the length, and we have another uh, variable, that is the width variable, in which we have that point is lying in between 0 to 3.0. Okay, so in this way you can draw the diagrams, or you can compare the variables. Okay, so this is the another example, and in this example what I've taken the df.plot.scatter. In the scatter I have x equal to length, in the y I have width, and in the c I have species. Okay, and the color map, actually this is the color map which will show you the range for the colors. So but with IDIS is the syntax that we are using over here. df.plot.scatter. So here this point is to be noted that in the x axis we are taking length, and in the y axis we are taking the width. Okay, and in the c we are taking the species. Okay, so when we plot this thing, then you will get the diagram in this way. Okay, so here is the another representation for this scatter plot. Okay, so there are different ways in which you can compare the things. Okay, so scatter plot is the important part, and this is the best way to represent different variables. And in most of the linear regression problems, we need to visualize, or in the linear regression, as we know that in the linear regression we have dependent and independent variables. As we know that this thing, that linear regression classifier is a part of this supervised learning, and in the supervised learning, in the linear regression, we have uh, dependent and independent variables, as we know this thing. Okay, so when we need to compare these two variables, okay, so in in that cases, and in that classifiers, we can take the help of this scatter diagram. Okay, so this will show us the relationship between the two uh, variables, either they are dependent on each other or not. Okay, so by using this scatter we can visualize either these two variables are depending on each other or not, or they are showing, so how much so how they are correlating with each other. So by this scatter, we can visualize these things in a better way. Okay, so this is all about the scatter, and you must practice it on the Jupyter ID, or either you can practice it on Spider ID also. So by using the syntax that are given in this presentation, so you can practice it on the different IDs, whatever IDs you want to take, so you can get the better view of this scatter method. Okay, so in this way you can visualize, or you can visualize the data set, or the data that is available with you. So there are other different ways, and in the coming upcoming slides, or in the upcoming presentation, uh, I will show you the other different methods. So this is all about the scatter, and in the coming lecture we will discuss more about more visualization techniques that we are adopting in the machine learning or in the data analytics. Before starting this machine learning classifiers, or the supervised and unsupervised learning classifier, we need to complete all those visualization methods that that are the part of those classifiers, and either because instead of learning higher um, the higher algorithms, the higher methods, first of all you need to cover the basic things. Okay, so in this presentation, what I'm just trying to cover all those basic things, and the basic methods that are very essential for you, so that you can apply these some small or these small things, so that you can get the other machine learning classifiers and the data analytics methods so in a better way, so you can learn in a better way. Okay, so this is all about from my presentation. Thank you very much.